A big part of this reopening trade is the vaccine story. Pfizer getting approval from the FDA today for its COVID-19 vaccine. Degas and Pete, you both own it. Pete, let's start over with you. What's your take on Pfizer? Was this already priced in, this approval? We heard that it may be coming for several days.
Right. I mean, we knew it was coming, but everybody wanted confirmation. And I think that's why when we saw the stock this morning, it was up about 3%. We even saw a lot of option activity in here as well, looking very short term, looking for this week for the stock to maybe spike up a little bit further. So we'll see if that comes through. They were buying the 50.5 calls. Pretty decent size, as a matter of fact, coming after those calls, looking for maybe another break to the upside. But this is a great example of a company where you've got incredible leadership. You look at the free cash flow, it's absolutely outrageous. You look at these pipelines, the fundamental side of this story, it's trading at a 12 PE forward. And then you look at that pipeline, you've got 60-plus stocks in phase 1 and 2. Phase 3, you've got another 30 or so. So it's an amazing company that I don't think you just look at this as a COVID play. You look at this as a very quality pharmaceutical play with a lot of vaccine exposure. And I think because of that, this is a stock that can go much higher. You look at the valuations, it still trades extremely cheap. So I think there is room still to the upside.
You know, Degas, I know you own Pfizer up almost 3%. But, Joe, we're going to toss things over to you. A new Biotech buy is what you're eyeing right now, right?
Yeah, I really like Pete's thoughts there, the way he's positioned, and Degas as well. Myself personally, I also have AbbVie, but there has been a strong recent performance for healthcare. But Biotech, Frank, it really hasn't participated. I think a lot of the reason has to do with some uncertainty on the part of the FDA and the FTC. Now, finally, we have the FDA moving here with vaccine approval for Pfizer. I think that gives a sense of clarity and allows for an opportunity when you're looking for new flows of capital to go into biotech itself. So a name that viewers will be familiar with is Seagen. I re-entered today. I had been in that stock a number of years back. I'd gotten out of it. Today, I initiated a small position back in biotech again. That's the name. That's my favorite biotech name. I know that Editas is a name that's a favorite of Brin. That's another name that you could look at. There's also CRISPR Therapeutics. But biotech really has struggled. And I think this is a moment where you're going to begin to see some of that underperformance begin to reverse itself.
Yeah, you mentioned it struggled. Biotech up big today. We just showed the chart. Degas, you also have a new buy in biotech?
We do. We purchased Lumina. And we really like this name, this life science company, because Lumina has developed the first non-invasive pregnancy test for to really evaluate the safety for the child, the baby, and also the mother. Great tool. Also, Lumina is leading in the development of personalized treatment for cancer. And so this is something that will be a definitely leader in the market for this type of cancer treatment. And lastly, we look at the return on invested capital. It exceeds the weighted average cost of capital almost twice. And so this is a company that we really like. The earnings are there. And so this is a company that we're glad to add to our portfolio.
Yeah, Degas. Illumina actually making a $9 billion acquisition to beef up its cancer diagnostic portfolio, rebuying Grail, a company that had spun off a few years back. Shares have been down since then, but interesting pick.